Hello, everybody. Welcome to Chat with Dr. Curtis. And of course, this is Dr. Curtis. It is Sunday afternoon or early evening in the New York City metropolitan area. So I just finished bringing some of my plants inside. I had a wonderful garden. I still do. This summer, I have actually created that during the pandemic. No one can go anywhere, so I needed to go. I needed a place to hang out, other than inside the house. So what did I do? I created this garden. You probably have seen it in some of my vlogs, or some of my photos or videos of my garden. So a lot of the plants that I have brought outside, I brought them inside now. And then, so I'm preparing them for next season, which is 6 months from now. And this is one of the negative aspect of living in Four Seasons area, because we have a very short period of summer. And we can't really enjoy outside as much. But I have found a way to have a garden inside. So I do have an indoor garden. I have my orchids inside. And as well as my veggie garden, I actually bring the herbs along with the vegetables that have not died inside. And I do have, I can't harvest all year round, so I use a grow light. So I discovered a grow light, and that's what I have been using for the past few years. So I'm able to get fresh herbs. And also last year I actually had eggplants and also beans, and of course the peppers, jalapeno peppers. Okay, so I have a good day today. I am not as fantastic as yesterday. I think it's those moments where I feel so wonderful and not feeling so this particularly tired. These moments are a rarity these days. And I do wish that I have more days. I had more days like this. Because now it seems like, I have to take advantage when I can, when I do feel those moments of sudden outbursts of lots of energy. So I plan to go out shortly to go get some pompano fish. And yes, I do eat a lot of fish and vegetables. Okay, one thing that I do know, or that worked for me anyway, I have not changed my diet since I was a little girl. My diet basically consists of mostly vegetables and fish. So I don't eat a lot of junk food. It's actually just treats for me. Because of my allergies to nuts, I wish I could eat more nuts. But almonds I can eat, and pumpkin seeds I have started to love them, the pumpkin seeds. And also macadamia nuts, but of course they are so pricey. So I tend to have them not as often as I want to. Anyhow, so Myasthenia gravis is such an evil disease. You see, it goes 6 days post treatment. So I'm feeling now a bit upbeat. I have more energy than the past few days. Sorry. This is what happens. I have more energy now than the past few days. So and then I'll have the entire week feeling like this, and then starts again, like when I get my treatment next weekend. I mean next Monday, not tomorrow, but next Monday. Then starts again. Then there's another 5 days again. So in the beginning, when I started this journey, this sadly awful journey of my autoimmune disease, okay, I did not know, it was very difficult for me to cope. Aside from the fact that I battled the cancer, I lost my hair. I had long hair before, so this is like 2 years post chemo. So now I have my hair back, but I have a lot of side effects of the chemo. My teeth, for example, they're very sensitive to cold. I have neuropathy. My neuropathies are awful. When I stand up so suddenly, I can't feel my leg and I would fall. So I was this alert, that if I fall on no one is here, at least I can send someone to help me. So and then of course I can't work, as I can't work full time. So I'm basically under doctor's care right now. And there are good days and bad days, and those good days I take advantage of it, and it shows, and I really demonstrate how elated I am when I have those good days. And I make sure that I document it, that it's not it's living my life as normal as possible, even though that the robust physicality that you had in the past prior to the diagnosis is long gone and never to return. But I rely on the fact that I'm still here, I'm still around, and perhaps I can somehow encourage others who are suffering the same disease not to despair, and yet you can still live a semi-normal life, but of course with limitations and a little bit of restrictions. So COVID-19 has also like most of us, most of us, particularly those of us who are suffering from autoimmune disease, has been a frightening few months. Because now, even though I am careful when I go out, I make sure that I do trace and I do remember. I actually list what I touch. I list, but I do remember what I touch and the people that I interact with. But of course, I keep that social distancing. I always wear my mask, and that habit of always using hand sanitizer. I have been a hand sanitizer, and I have OCD when it comes to washing my hands. So I would used to wash my hands a lot. So it's nothing new. But the thought of catching it, of course, it's frightening for everyone, but particularly for those of us who have compromised autoimmune system, it's a lot frightening. When I cough a little bit, I have difficulty already, like breathing, like something has been sitting on my chest. And much more like, when something that affects our respiratory, like COVID, it's it's rather scary. It does give me a fright. However, it doesn't, it doesn't stop me from living my life. We can live our lives still, but we just have to be careful and mindful about others. So, all right. I'm going to see you guys later. And again, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and share my channel. Thank you so very much. In the next vlog, I'm going to talk about other things, and also you can also follow me on my podcast on Spreaker.com. I'm also on iHeart Radio, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. I'm in a lot of platforms. Just look for Dr. Alison Connors, and thank you so much.